Okay. Hi, everyone. Just giving you a minute to populate. Good to see everyone tonight. And the big story, obviously, the wind. So we'll jump right in. We'll check in with you guys here. Hello, Celine. Good evening to you. Hello, Judy. Brian. Wind. What is that? Widens? Widens? Okay. Hello, Bunny. Good to see you. Good evening, Steve from Franklin. Thanks for checking in. Charity checking in as well. Yeah, Jen, we're going to talk a lot about the wind because that's the big story tonight. Let's see. Becky's here from French Creek. How are you? Very windy in French Creek. It's going to be windy everywhere, but there are suspect areas that are really going to be windy as we head through the overnight. Dottie checking in. How are you? Let's see. Hello, Julie. Marie from Canadota Lake. Hey, Donnie. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man. Got the whiskers. That's a great song. Hank Williams Jr., baby. Yeah, I was trying to come up with something clever, and all I could think of was Garth and Trisha, Wild as the Wind. Crazy Wind in Finley Lake. Amanda, thank you for that. Yeah, Adam, it's going to be windy down by you tonight. Really, I think there's like a little triangle that I'm concerned about, basically from Erie to about Waterford up to Northeast. And we'll go into all of that here in a moment. So let's see. Hey, Joe, thank you. Debbie's checking in. Let's see. Who else do we have? Celine. Are you just blowing hot air? Oh, that was a corny joke. Let's see. William's checking in from Albion. How are you? Hello, Terry. Hey there, Jose. What's up, brother? Barbara checking in. Let's see. Bella. Hi there, Fred. Thanks for checking in tonight, man. Appreciate it. Hey, it's a challenge. Joe says most of us are full of wind. Yeah, but it is a challenge trying to predict the weather around these parts. So, hello, Mark. Chris, Meadville and Sagertown. It's going to be windy, but not as strong. Say in places like, especially Erie County. That's going to be. I think that's where the strongest winds are going to be as we head through the overnight. So, I will, Joseph. Chris, be patient. Let's see. Darlene, hello. Good to see you. Good evening. Let's see. Williams checking in from Dennis. Okay. So yeah, let's get to it because we do have a lot to discuss. First of all, obviously, we'll start with the high wind warning. Now, this is only for Erie County. There is also a wind advisory that will kick into effect for Monday. That's going to be just for northern Erie County, right near the lake. As winds shift into the west, they are going to remain pretty windy tomorrow. But tonight, the concern is for the potential for strong, maybe some isolated damaging wind gusts that will be developing as we go through the overnight hours. So this is a look at sustained wind speeds. Now, you probably hear us talk about sustained wind speeds, and then we mentioned wind gusts. Basically, the difference there, the dividing line, is sustained just means it's constant, right? Wind gusts are a little bit more episodic. So you can see sustained wind speeds right now in Erie, 14 miles an hour, 18 mile per hour sustained wind speed in Jamestown over to Ashtabula. And again, a little less as you drop south. So look at Meadville. It's really not doing too much. It's a little breezy, 8 to 10 mile an hour wind over towards Warren as well. But we expect these to pick up through the overnight and become really problematic, we think, especially into Erie County. So I think sustained winds through the overnight will blow 15 to 35 miles an hour, but it's the gusts that we're concerned about. So we could have 50 to 60 mile an hour gusts overnight. Now, this is a solid 8 to 12 hours. So it's not like it's going to happen really fast. So over time, this will gradually increase. So showed you this yesterday, and this is just kind of a scale. And if I had to put us in a category, I'd say wind gusts for Erie, not for everywhere, but for Erie, it's probably in the 55 to 63 mile per hour range. I would shave on the lower end of that. So figure probably 50 to 55 is where we're going to end up in terms of wind speeds. And again, this will be through the overnight and into Monday morning. And we're going to continue to see those winds ramp up as we head through the overnight hours. So again, gusts 55 to 63, but again, I'm favoring the lower end of that. So figure around 55 miles an hour or so. So here's kind of what to expect. It's a weather whiplash. It's going to slap us in the face. So temperatures are going up tonight. We'll talk about that. Southerly winds sustained between 15 and 35 miles an hour. Gusts in Erie County 50 to 60 miles an hour, basically from now right through 5 a.m. And this is going to lead to some big time wave action on the water. And there could be some isolated power outages as well. Now, that doesn't mean that places like Meadville and Warren aren't going to be windy. They are, but the magnitude of the wind is going to be a little less in those areas. So this is a really an Erie County ordeal where we think the strongest winds will be because we get that downsloping effect. It's a south wind, and you got to remember how the elevation works here. So as the winds flow down off the I-90 ridge, they tend to accelerate. So that's why I think Erie should do well with wind gusts as we head through the overnight hours and really into Monday as well. Now, rain showers are going to be tapering. Look at these temperatures. You might look at that and go, well, they're going the wrong way. It's true. They're actually going up tonight and then dropping tomorrow. So around 55-ish first thing in the morning as you get up to go to work and you're fighting the wind against the wind. But by the evening, temperatures are going to drop into the 30s. And it's at that point we're going to be talking about some lake effect snow. Now, it doesn't look like a lot, but it could be a little problematic for timing because it should be developing at and after 5 o'clock, which is obviously bad because that's right around the rush hour. It's still going to be windy through the day on Monday, but we'll see the wind speeds gradually decrease, especially as we go late Monday into Monday night. But it's still kind of blustery into Tuesday. Live look, physical therapy and balance center's weather camera every once in a while. It kind of gets buffeted around as the winds pick up here on the upper Peach Street. So higher elevations see the gusty winds first as the winds at 2,000-3,000 feet in the atmosphere are going 70 miles an hour. Now, I don't think that transfers to the ground, but some of those higher elevations will get in on some gusty winds early, and then as we roll through the overnight, they will make their way down to Erie and the lakeshore. So again, through the overnight, that time frame I was just talking about, basically now through about 5 a.m., that's the highest likelihood for the strong wind gusts in Erie County. Again, windy everywhere, sustained 15 to 35, but the gusts of 50 to 60 are probably only for Erie County. And again, these will increase as a large storm system moves up through the Great Lakes. Check out these temperatures too. So look, at midnight, I mean, we could be in the low 50s by then. 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, in the mid 50s. And then look, by noontime, chop about 10 degrees off that. And then we're falling into the low 30s as we head into the evening. And again, that's when the lake effect snow is going to kick up. But again, it's not going to be a lot, but it will be a little problematic because, like I said, it's going to be happening during the evening rush hour. And there's about a 4 to 8 hour window tomorrow night where we could get the winds to align just right to favor like places like I-90 for some lake effect snow. And we could be looking at a quick inch or two before all is said and done. Of course, it depends on how the winds behave, but could be a little bit of an issue as we head into tomorrow night's commute and tomorrow morning as well, because it's still going to be windy through tomorrow morning, but we're not going to be talking about any snow for the morning commute. Talking rain showers because those are going to be developing. There's even been some thunder and lightning out over the lake already and some downpours. You can see this area continuing to work its way to the east, so that will continue to work its way through. So some light rain will be developing here, and it's just going to stay rain because, like I said, those temperatures continue to go up through the overnight hours. I don't see any problems in terms of like snow or anything like that for the morning commute. It's probably just rain showers, but we'll show you future casts. So there's that band of rain coming through. The wind's screaming out of the south overnight. Again, Erie County with the highest gusts. And then look what happens as the winds go westerly tomorrow. We get towards 4, 5, 6 o'clock, and there you go. You can see the lake effect snow starting to kick in, and it could organize itself for a little while into Erie County, and winds west and southwest usually pretty favorable for like I-90 and the city of Erie. Again, I don't think this is a lot of snow, but it could be a little problematic for the evening commute, and the wind is still going to be frisky through the day tomorrow. However, we don't expect 50 to 60 mile per hour gusts like we do tonight. I think sustained wind speeds on Monday will still be, 25 to 45 miles an hour with some occasionally higher gusts. So that's the problem, really, is the duration of this, because that's going to, if you already have weak trees on your property, it's like a battering ram for them. So there could be some issues, some scattered power outages by tomorrow morning. And then our attention turns to the lake effect snow coming up tomorrow night. Again, not a lot, but it's something that we're going to be watching. Then if that's not enough, we have another storm system that we're watching for Wednesday. Now, the latest information into the Weather Center is now keeping the storm a little bit more to the south. So I don't think it's anything worse than some light snow around on Wednesday. Look, I mean, an inch or two maybe. The models have kind of backed off on that potential, but we're still going to be watching it because it's still nearby. It's still in the neighborhood. So even if it does go a little bit south, we're going to have that north and northeasterly wind, which will probably mean at least some lake effect snow showers on Wednesday. But the midweek storm system is not looking as impactful as it did yesterday. But something else we're going to be watching. Very active pattern continues. So we have to get through the big wind tonight, a little bit of lake effect snow tomorrow, and then potentially keeping an eye on a storm system for midweek. So 7-day forecast then, 50 to 60 mile per hour gusts in Erie County. The highest likelihood for the 60 mile per hour gusts, 50 to 60 mile per hour gusts, will be in Erie County overnight. Elsewhere, gusts probably 45, 50, maybe 55. But the strongest gusts for Erie County. Rain tapers through the day on Monday. Temperatures tumble, so that 54, like I said, is in the morning. And then numbers are dropping into the 30s by the evening with lake effect snow showers developing. Blustery and cold into Tuesday. So from 54 when you wake up tomorrow morning to like 32 on Tuesday. Just a little bit of light snow possible Wednesday. And then you know what? Maybe a rinse and repeat performance. Look at by Saturday. Mid-50s again. However, that storm still a few days away. So we have time to iron out those details. Doesn't look quite as strong, but we'll keep you posted. So that's it in a nutshell. I know we talked about a lot of people chiming in. So let me see what we've got going here. Appreciate you all being here. And hopefully you took the time and secured the Christmas decorations and all the loose items around your property. Let's see. Hey, yeah. Good for them, Jen. They needed that win, right? Hey, Kaz, what's up? That's been very busy. Yeah, the waves could be really problematic, at least here on Lake Erie, but also on Lake Ontario too. So, hello, Tammy. Oh, the power's already off in Edinburgh. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's probably going to be some power outages around. William, the snow will pick up. Lake effect snow will pick up tomorrow evening from like anytime after 5 o'clock, but it's only going to last like maybe 4 to 8 hours. It's not going to be an overwhelming amount, but Josh, yeah, it was sometime shaved December. Is that what you said? Yeah, I decided after I was home for Thanksgiving, I was just going to leave it and see how the bosses reacted to it, and they were fine with it. So that was cool. Let's see. Celine, slow day at work because flights will be delayed. Well, good for you. Sit back and drink your coffee. Listen to Christmas music. Hello, Lisa. Yeah, Northeast, that corridor, like I mentioned earlier, that corridor from like Erie to Waterford to Northeast, that kind of triangle there, that's where I think the winds will be strongest as we go into the overnight hours. Good idea, Stan. Make sure the cell phone's charged in case you do get some power outages. Yeah, there could be, Julie, some isolated power outages. Yeah, it's not a seminal wind, that's for sure. Although tonight, I guess you could argue it would be a seminal wind because it's coming from the south. But by tomorrow, they're going to shift into the north and west. So, yeah, Amanda, just be careful tonight. Again, the strongest gusts are going to be in Erie County. That's right, Jen. Get them ready. Stan's got the right idea. Although I don't know if this is, if I wouldn't classify this as a little wind, but yeah, me too, Joanne. We're here on Upper Peach Street, and it rattles the buildings and definitely picking up. Rose, I don't think there's going to be widespread power outages, but there will probably be some isolated power outages for sure. Good question, Scott. Where is the low located now? Let me go back to my system here, and I can show you where it is. Let me just pull this up. So you can see right here, the low is, we'll put this on. Let's make this red. I'm just doing this on the fly with you here. Put that on, and it's located right about there, okay? And it's going to be heading off into a northeasterly direction, so it will be moving kind of like this, okay? Now, that's close enough for us to get some wind. So that's what we're looking at. It's up over Michigan right now. It'll be heading up through the north central Great Lakes, and that will drag first a warm front through, and then a cold front's going to come blasting through as we head through the overnight hours. So that's what we're looking at in terms of where the storm system is now. And again, we are watching the potential for some strong wind gusts. So it's a high wind warning for that reason. Let's see. What would you say, Celine? All right, you're saying I should switch shifts with my boss. Yeah, it's not going to be a lot of snow tomorrow night, but just enough. Just enough. Yeah, I'll tell you, Jen, if you're a snow lover, the trend really isn't that favorable. I'm still hopeful that we'll get a white Christmas, but I got to tell you, I was looking at some long-range data earlier, and leading up to Christmas, if you're a snow lover, I don't know, man. It's just this is what a La Nina winter is all about. So let's see. They call the wind Maria. Who's that? I know that song, but I don't know who it's by. Joanne, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for saying that. So, don't like the wind so much on garbage night. Yeah. Hopefully we're able to secure those loose items, because if not, they'll probably blow away tonight. Terry, you too. Take care. Yeah, just a touch of snow. Again, that's for tomorrow night. So we'll show it to you on Futurecast one more time before I let you guys go. And you can see the band of rain that comes through tonight. Strong wind gusts overnight, and then they will continue strong out of the west. And as we get into tomorrow evening, again, right around the rush hour, there could be some lake effect snow flaring up at that point. Again, it doesn't look like a lot, but again, it could be a little problematic just because of the timing with the evening rush hour. So it's roaring in Canada. Thank you, Randy. It will be tonight, brother. Shaking, rattling, and rolling. Yes, we will. La Nina needs to take a hike. I think it's going to be at least as strong to, well, we'll just say moderate La Nina as we go into the winter. So we'll see. All right, 7-day forecast. So again, watch out for the wind tonight. That's really the issue in Erie County. Strongest gusts in Erie County. Let's see, Lynn. One source says the strongest gusts along now more south of 90. Don't trust AccuWeather. Trust your local meteorologist. AccuWeather doesn't know about the topography around here. So here's I think the highest chance for the strongest wind gusts basically anywhere in Erie County, Lynn. But basically right near the lake, it's always the strongest because it's a frictionless body of water. There's nothing to slow the wind down. And also because it's a south wind, we get the downslope effect, which kind of speeds the wind up, right? So that's why Erie will be a little gusty, and some of the higher elevations of Erie County will be seeing some strong gusts through the overnight as well. So basically anywhere from like Erie to Waterford up to Northeast. That's probably the best chance for wind gusts of 50 to 60 as we head into the overnight. All right. So yeah, it's a wild ride the next 12 to 24 hours. Hang on tight and get low. It was great talking to you guys. I got to get some new data and analyze that and get ready for the late shows. Tom DeVecchio, he'll be busy tomorrow morning. Make sure you check in with him. And then, of course, Tom Atkins will be in tomorrow night to update you on what will probably be some lake effect snow at that point. So hang on tight. The active weather pattern continues. You can join us tonight at 10 and 11 for all the latest and greatest information. And if not, we'll talk to you some other time. Have a good evening.